ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Monday Night Raw, October 10th, 2016. There ain't much to talk about with this episode. This episode absolutely sucked. There was three things that happened on this show that were decent. We had Roman Reigns and Sasha Banks, tag team up against Rusev and Charlotte. The opener of the show is just completely idiotic. Bland fashion to form a tag team match where there was a controversy among the competitors versus champions, or challengers versus champions, and quite honestly, it was a complete fucking bore fest. The T.J. Perkins match with Daivari was actually pretty good. It was a decent, okay match. The Cruiserweight Tag Team match was actually not bad. The only problem was Tony Nese and his partner did not actually get a whole lot of time on the offense within this match, which kind of sucked because you didn't get to see them display their abilities in the ring so much as you got to see Sin Cara and his new tag team partner from the Cruiserweight division outperform Tony Nese and his partner. So that was a bit disappointing. Chris Jericho did a funny segment. He was actually funny throughout the entire night. And Chris Jericho and Seth Rollins was a great match. Very good match. Was not disappointed with the main event. It was worth waiting all that time for the main event, but as a whole, this episode was absolutely fucking horrible. There was nothing to be happy about. It was boring. I mean, all they did was jobbers. They had R-Truth versus Titus O'Neil. For what? Are they going to appear on the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? They are not developing any storyline momentum going into this pay-per-view like SmackDown has been doing. SmackDown had 2 weeks to build Backlash, and Backlash seemed more important than this fucking pay-per-view. And Hell in a Cell is dealing with the fucking Hell in a Cell itself, which should be a fucking monumental pay-per-view, something really big, and all it is just a complete and utter who cares kind of thing. I don't get that. Why would you go ahead and make your show so crappy to the point where you're not building a good enough show to make it as interesting as SmackDown's pay-per-views have been in the last 2 months? This has been nothing but complete and utter boredom, and this episode displayed this 100%. You had Braun Strowman facing two fucking enhancement talents. You had Bayley facing an enhancement talent. Bo Dallas and freaking Curtis Axel going against fucking Sami Zayn and Neville. These guys are like nothing. What the hell is Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel doing on this show? I mean, this is utterly and completely ridiculous. It makes no sense to me. It has no rhyme or reason. And why it is on this program, which is supposed to be a 3-hour show, a 3-hour fucking show, and you can't give us at least a 2-hour decent show? Come on, man. 2 out of the 3 hours could at least be decent and give us the 9 o'clock hour being, relaxed, laid back kind of hour. You just pretty much let the lower level talent have their time to do something, and you fill in time. But you have the first and last hour entertaining, so you get people to come back to want to watch the fucking show. You get these. I don't know who the hell's doing the storyline writing for Raw, but this is just. It's disappointing. It's It's depressing. It's boring. There's nothing. There's no build for this event. You got fucking Sasha Banks and Charlotte in a Hell in a Cell match. I even mentioned this last week on my video. Why would they be in a Hell in a Cell match? I mean, at first I thought, yeah, it would be a cool idea, but then again, at the same time, for what? You guys have been having these two go at it for a long time. And on top of it, it's been about titles switching back and forth instead of the rivalry getting more and more heated. There ain't nothing getting heated here. It's potato. It's hot potato with the title. That's all it's been. There's been no escalated matches leading into Hell in a Cell. There hasn't been like a last woman's match, Iron Woman's match, steel cage. They could have done a steel cage match before. I think it would have been a lot better if they would have done a steel cage match. Instead, they're doing this Hell in a Cell kind of thing, which all of a sudden led into this high escalated portion of this rivalry. I don't quite understand that at all. To be quite honest with you, I find it a little ridiculous and a little escalated a little too soon. But whatever the case is what it is. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't care for Raw anymore. I mean, I'm just basically watching it for the sake of watching it to give you guys my overall view and opinion on it. But lately, Raw has been a complete bore fest. SmackDown has been great. I've really enjoyed SmackDown. I find value in it. I find that they do build-ups towards their matches. See, SmackDown, they'll go ahead and they'll give you... They had 5 matches on the 5 major matches for that pay-per-view of No Mercy, and each one of them had some kind of build each and every week, somewhere on the show, either beginning, middle, or end. And Raw, they have 3 fucking matches. 3! Just 3 right now. That got a major build-up. Everything else, who cares? Sheamus and Cesaro. That's another thing they were building. Where is this going? This is nonsense. If anyone believes that they're going to win the tag team titles off the New Day, they're cracked. There is no reason for the New Day to lose the tag titles to them. Absolutely no reason. And if that happens, I will stop watching Raw. No doubt about it. There would be something severely wrong with Vince McMahon to consider even taking the belts off a New Day and giving it to Sheamus and Cesaro. These two have been absolute crap. You haven't done anything with them, and by making them tag team champions, where is that getting them? Nowhere. So what's the fucking point? Absolutely none. So there's your rationalization right there. Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho stole the show. It was an absolute outstanding match. It's about the only damn match that got the audience screaming for more and saying positive comments about this show. Overall, the show absolutely sucked, though. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video of this small rant. There's not much to fucking review, so who cares? But at this point in time, please leave your comments and opinions down below. Hit that subscribe button, and have a great night, guys. Bye.